how's it? It's Lindsay.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Yeah, awake barely.
Listen, I found a really awesome location for our next car.
Cool, where are we going?
Well, it's a drive-in. It's a little bit difficult to find, so I'll SMS you directions.
Yeah, cool. More importantly though, what are we driving?
It's the NP200.
NP200?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds super fast. I'll see you now.
Good morning.
Cool set of wheels. It's new car for ignition.
No, this is the NP200.
So you got me out of bed for this.
I did, but she's cute.
Oh, she's cute, but I thought it was a supercar. I mean, NP200 sounds like it's going to be all blitz.
The NP200 may not have a terribly explanatory name, and looking at it you might think it's not up to the job. Nissan has certainly gone for a more pretty, stylish design that certainly doesn't speak of a rough and ready vehicle. But the Nissan comes out of its corner with a hefty set of specs, claiming the biggest load box volume, longest load body, and biggest payload at 800 kilograms, which really disqualifies it from the half-tonner class if you want to be picky. Now, according to Nissan, they're describing this as an exciting, adventurous design. Yeah, the Fiat Multiple is adventurous. The Honda Civic is adventurous. The NP200? Maybe not so much. Like its styling, the driving can best be described as adequate. Nothing to write home about, but also nothing to really complain about. It's perfectly comfortable, with enough power to allow you to drive like an idiot with your arm hanging out of the window if you want to.
Come to think of it, the NP200 is replacing the Champ. I mean, that's like a South African icon. 37 years of nostalgia in terms of the Champ. That for me is pretty bold.
But how does it square up to what is probably its biggest benchmark?
The story wouldn't be the real deal if we didn't get our hands on a Champ. Now, we thought we had one, and then we found out it was hijacked. Apparently they're hell of a popular out there, but luckily enough, outside our building, can you believe it, we found one for sale. And with us is the owner, Wayne. Wayne, how are you doing?
Well, thanks, Marius.
Not too bad. First question, obviously, is why would you be selling it?
Well, Marius, I feel that after 11 years, we've come a long way. I feel, it's the time to move on. I've seen the Bucky living up to its name, the Champ. I really felt that it's worth its name, but I have to say that I'm moving on with the sad heart.
So what are you going to move on to?
Well, it might be strange to hear that I'm moving on to Ford, but my heart is telling me deep inside, stay with it.
How many Ks have you done in this Champ we've got?
As we're standing here now, it's standing on 240,000.
No serious hassles, been reliable.
Definitely no hassles at all. If something went wrong, it was tiny, quick fix, no problem, you're back on the road in minutes.
How much are you selling the Champ for?
Well, I've looked at retail value, market value. I'm selling it for about 25.
How about we go and look at the replacement for the Champ, the NP200, and maybe we can persuade you to keep sticking with Nissan. So, Wayne, I guess the important question to ask is, what do you think of the NP200 in terms of looks?
Well, definitely stylish and modern. I have to say it's,
Quite a change, eh?
Yeah, definitely, considerably.
This NP200 looks a lot deeper, and certainly the car's a lot longer than the Champ. You can get a couple more friends in the back here.
Yeah.
They could probably even lie down flat. If you have a look at the back of the NP200, that's bold, eh?
Much bigger.
I like the little attention to detail as well. You open the load bay.
Oh, for sure. I like the ease of access getting
it is,
into the load bay.
And also cool if you are going to go fishing.
Yeah.
Well, let's get you inside the car, because I think you're going to find that quite impressive as well.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Some serious leg room and headroom, so you can be 6'4" and fit into the NP200. Hop in. What do you think being inside?
You can definitely feel up.
And there's a bit of headroom for you still, and you can adjust the seats, not bad.
That's one thing I've been wanting in the old model, is to have that plane, moving your seat back, being able to adjust it. And I mean, I'm not a tall guy, but just for that
short.
comfort of laying back. But I must say, I like the feel of it. It's very impressive.
Whereas in the Champ, you're kind of locked off in one seating position. You normally drive it from the load bay.
Yeah.
Like most of its competitors, you don't get aircon, and you don't get airbags in the NP200. In fact, the only luxury you'll find is power steering. The NP200 is really quite a practical vehicle. I mean, for those people who are going to be buying it for utility purposes, it does everything they need. It's cheap, cheerful, and the great thing about it is it has this fantastic turning circle. Check this out. It actually turns way more than you expect it to. And it turns like a little ballerina doing a pirouette. It's fantastic. Okay, give me dizzy. Enough of it.
Now Nissan said this was practical. Now for me, I would like steering adjustment.
Absolutely.
If I was in a practical bakkie. And this for me is funny. Look, if I'm in first, third or fifth, and I want to turn up the aircon, which isn't in this car.
Yeah, but it's coming. It's coming in
As
April.
it- Maybe it's just with windows down. But you can't, I mean, can you get your hand in there?
I can, because I'm a girl, but I actually think these buttons turn the wrong way.
Yeah, but you're going from that side. I'm driving, changing gears. Maybe you're meant to, as you slide into third, change it to,
Flip the...
maybe it's extra speed dial.
Yeah.
Throw it into fourth. This for me is the best.
Yeah,
I mean-
well, I mean, what can you put in here, actually?
And it doesn't have a rubber surface.
Yeah.
So if I actually drop the clutch on my NP200,
Which you might be
I
want
will,
to do.
for sure, with an arm out the window, that stuff's going to go flying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And obviously we had great fun determining
Trying to work out
what these are.
I think it's lacquer when you're driving with one arm, you can really just rest your hand in there.
Slot your arm in.
But it is actually the door handle. The best. The remote. That's practical.
That is
Where is-
fun. That is fun. Hang
This
on.
is cool. I mean, you've got a radio.
This is very good.
With,
You got a
with the
radio
remote.
with a remote control.
So is that so your mother-in-law can change the track from the back of the bakkie? I think that's very
That
cool.
is very funny.
And they haven't put a window in here, which I think a lot of the other bakkies have done, eh?
Nissan's marketing department will have to box clever if they are to turn the NP200 into the volume seller it succeeds. Response so far has been mixed and at times quite derogatory, with many asking whether this is worthy to follow in the tread marks of the champ.